Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2019 and it's a resurgence with Berliner FC Dynamo. Bonus video for you today. It's Monday, don't lose up with Mondays. But we've got Cliftonville today in the Europa League. And I wanted to play this because Cliftonville have not scored a goal yet in this Europa League group. They've conceded 25 goals in 4 games. So I wanted to get this on camera just to see what would happen. How many goals are we going to get? Cliftonville have suffered 2 8-0 defeats, one by us in Northern Ireland and one against Sturm Graz in Austria. They've lost 6-0 and 3-0 to Sporting, and we are facing them at home today. How many is it going to be? Could we get double figures? Is it going to be a boring 1-0? I don't know, but we're going to play it, see what happens, and next time I think we'll have the final group game against Sporting. We are through, we have qualified from the group, so we're going to be in the knockout stages, but still yet to be seen whether we are going to win the group or not. I think we would have to beat Sporting in Portugal to get that, so it's not likely. I think it will be a second place finish, but who knows. Last episode it was a 1-0 win against Sturm Graz. Dino getting the only goal in an uninspiring performance, lots of shots, but didn't create a great deal. I did play a couple of matches off camera, we'll go through them briefly. Started off with a big 3-0 win against Schalke, a good team. We've done really well here to get a result, and it was the strikers scoring in this one, and they've not been amongst the goals too much recently, so this is good to see. It was Karatz getting a goal just before half time with a minute or so to go, so we got a 1-0 lead at a good time with the half time whistle approaching. And just the other side of half time, it was 2-0, and it was Simon Keilman with the goal in the 49th minute, so goals either side of half time. And we made it 3-0 in the 73rd minute. Karatz with his second goal of the game. Very, very good performance. We defended really well. We created some stuff. Shaban Kier getting 2 assists as well, which is good to see. Gave a bit of a rest to Romero in this one because he's played a lot of games. Kier came in and did well, and I think is going to be starting today on merit. And then we had the away game against Wolfsburg, and we've never beaten Wolfsburg. We've had, I think, about 12 or 13 games against them. A lot of draws, but we've never beaten them in 11 and a half seasons or however long we've been in the Bundesliga, which is mad. And this one was a 2-2 draw, so we still haven't beaten them. So we're not going to have long to do it. Maybe we can do it when we face them next season, I don't know. Or maybe the second half of this season. It was 1-0 to Wolfsburg in just the 10th minute, and it was Rashid Ike with the goal, giving them the 1-0 lead. But once again, we scored just before half time, and it was Karatz in first half injury time, getting the goal to send it into half time at 1-1. And we did take the lead in the second half as Kier, who got 2 assists in the previous game, got on the score sheet in this one, 56th minute of the game. It was 2-1 to us. But we did end up leaving with just 1 point as Antonio Marin scored a Wolfsburg equaliser. That was on the 81st minute. Not a bad draw away from home. I just like to try and beat Wolfsburg at some point in this save because it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, didn't have as much possession. Lots of shots by Wolfsburg. Yeah, a good point. We're 9 points behind Bayern now, who are still unbeaten after 12 games. We are 4 ahead of Schalke, who we of course beat 3-0, and 5 ahead of Hanover. So we are looking good at the moment. We're in the Champions League places. Of course, top 4 will now get you Champions League. So yeah, that's really, really good. We're in a good place, and hopefully we can keep this going. Just a reminder of how the Europa League group looks at the moment. We have qualified for the knockout stages at the expense of Sturm Graz and Cliftonville, but still a chance of us beating Sporting. We need to win this one against Cliftonville and then beat Sporting in Portugal by more than a goal, and that will do it. But yeah, Cliftonville today, they've conceded 25 goals. They haven't scored a single goal. You can see the 8-0 win we got there earlier in the season. What's it going to be like today? Let's see. Where's Belskus? Get him on the bench as we have no Janusek registered for this competition. And I'm going to go back to Serhat Özün at centre-back in place of Vujicic. Let's try and make this our biggest win in Football Manager on YouTube. I don't think I've ever had more than 8-0. I've had some 7-0s before. 8-0's the new record. Let's see if we can get beyond that. Let's go for it. Also today we are going to be taking on Bayer Leverkusen, so it will be a double live com today. So there are going to be a couple of live matches for you. Let's see how this one goes. Well, we've got an injury after less than 2 minutes. Not the start we wanted. Kuchin's going to replace the injured Clovis. 22 minutes coming up. Still waiting for that first goal. It's Karatz, and it's headed away by Anderson. Here's Bernard Pukai out to Luka Kuchin, who's been forced into the team. And Mitchell manages to hold on to the ball there. Corner kick, Arna. And it's Palladino with a header, but it's over. We haven't scored yet. We were 4-0 up at this point, I'm sure. Arna. And that's a foul, but we're going to play on here with the advantage. And it's a header by Karatz. And it is in. Is that going to count? It's an own goal by Anderson, apparently. Okay, 35th minute. We have got the first goal. It's taken a little bit longer than I would have liked. And there was a foul as well. That might be brought back for a card here for the foul on Arna there. That might be yellow. I don't know. But Kuchin with the cross. Carrot is his header off the crossbar. And then Anderson just sort of bundled it into his own net. Right, that's the first goal. Let's see how many more we can get now. Half time, only 1-0. We need to be doing better than this. Pukai wins the ball well there. It's 3v2. And Pukai is going to go it alone, it seems here. Is he going to go for goal? He is, and he drags it wide. Selfish by Pukai. Carmen. Cross in there. Kier. Oh, good save. Carmen with a shot. Kier again. Another good save. This keeper. Wow. Right, substitution incoming. Tarnat is going to replace Karatziotis. I was really hyping this up as being like a big 10-0 or something like that. We're winning 1-0 from an own goal. Kier with the ball forward for Carmen, who could play this across to Tarnat. That's a penalty. Thank you. Are you really going over to watch that? How can you not tell that's a penalty? Marco Guida telling us what we already know. It's a penalty. I think Tarnat's going to take this as he is on from the bench. Let's see if he can score it. He hasn't scored in a while. And he scored here. It's 2-0, 66 minutes on the clock. We were 6-0 up at this point in the other fixture. Third goal for the season for Tarnat. He's had a bit of a goal drought, but he scored the penalty here from the bench. Forgot we had actually already made 2 changes in this game because of the injury to Clovis. So we only have 1 sub left. 82 minutes coming up. Can we make it 3 here? We can! It's Kyleman. It's 3-0. Now it's looking like a more sensible scoreline for the fixture. 3-0. We're winning this by the same scoreline than Sporting were in that fixture. And then they won 6-0 in Ireland, I think. And can we get a 4th goal here with about 5 minutes of normal time left? It's a long ball. It looks like we are going to. Carmen is one-on-one with the goalkeeper here. And, oh my God, how close was that to going over the line? 88 minutes on the clock now. Here's Kuchin. He's done well to get past the player there. And it's Kier at the far post. Now it's 4-0. It's a routine win. It's what I was expected. Could be a 5th coming here with about 30 seconds left. Kier with a cross. And it's Pukai, he gets his goal. He's had a couple of chances this game. It's 5-0. Pukai with his 3rd of the season. And that's much better. Pukai with his goal. Like I said, he's had a couple of chances and finally gets his goal. And that's full time. It is a 5-0 win. I would have liked a couple more goals than that, but 39 shots at goal. 20 on target. Had it not been for Connor Mitchell actually pulling off some saves, it could have been double figures another day. Clovis out for 4 to 5 weeks. That's not good. We do have 3 of the bottom 4 in our next game, so there should be, hopefully, 9 points out of 9. But we've messed up some other games this season. Kuchin will replace the injured Clovis. So we're going to give a place on the bench to 19-year-old Raoul Bartman, I think. Vermola's tired as well, so we're going to go back to starting Janisek, I think, and we'll have Vermola on the bench. A 4-3-3 by Leverkusen. Still got some real players in there. Malcolm and Paulinho out wide. They're not doing too well. Let's see if we can part the misery on them. Their manager's under pressure, so if we can win here, we might sack him as well. Game is underway. Let's see what happens. We do well away from home at the moment, so hopefully this will be a win and a good win at that. First highlight of the game here, and it's with us. 26th minute of the match. Carmen to Arna. Out wide to Kuchin, deputising for Clovis today, and he may have had a part in a goal. He has. Simon Carmen gets his 9th of the season, 26 minutes into the game. Kier gets another assist. He's back in form again, is the Turk. And Carmen gets number 9, 1-0 lead for us. Well worked goal. Kuchin with the cross, played a part in the goal. And it was Carmen. It was a good ball across the goal from Kier. That's a foul. It was outside the box, so it's going to be a free kick. Why? Unnecessary VAR check once again. That was clearly outside the area. Half time, we've got a 1-0 lead. A pretty leaving game. They have had more shots, Leverkusen, but haven't created too much. The Karatziotis again has been quiet today. So Tarnat is again going to come on from the bench, sorry. He's right footed, so he's going to swap places with Carmen. And we're going to throw in here 67 minutes. Janisek to Carmen. Score it in the first half. Pukai. Janisek. Can he put a cross in there? He can. And it's Tarnat, and Tarnat gets his 4th goal of the season. And Janisek with an assist as well. He's doing well as the youngster. Belskis has kind of fallen out of the team a bit. I don't think he's played that much. And to be honest, I don't rate him anymore. So Janisek's getting some spaces on the bench sometimes. He's starting today. And that's a good cross and a good header by Tarnack. 2-0. Might have wrapped this game up now. Bayern haven't done too well today. Haven't taken their chances. Midfield's starting to get a bit tired. So we are going to bring off Bernard Pukai and bring on Biasoli just to keep it fresh in central midfield. 3 minutes left to go. Arna's going to come off. Strebel is going to come on. In fact, you know what? Let's bring on Bartman. Another routine win. Only 3 shots on target in this one, but we made them count. There is a late corner here for Leverkusen with about 20 seconds left. It's headed away by Palladino. Here's Paulinho. The shot's blocked. And I think that might be the end of the game. Well, one tackle there, and Biasoli clears it. And that's full time. It's a 2-0 win against Bayer Leverkusen away from home. That's a good win. And Jose Holebas was pretty much sacked as soon as he got down the tunnel, it seems, because the assistant manager took their press conference, and I've just had the news that he's been sacked in the post-match interview. So he was pretty much instantly sacked the moment he walked down the tunnel. But it deserved. They're in like 15th. Bayern lost their first game. Hannover beat them 2-1. So that puts us just 6 points behind them now. That's a big, big result. And with 5 points clear of third place Hannover, Bayern have just lost their first game. Things might start getting a bit interesting now. I'm getting way too ahead of myself here. I don't think I can even think about a title yet. But yeah, we're looking really, really good. We're in a really good place in the Champions League spots as well. We are 6 clear in the Champions League. So I was thinking of doing Sporting next time to see if we can win the group. We need to beat them in Portugal. But at the same time, I do want to kind of progress with the season. So I might skip ahead to Nuremberg and just play the last game before the winter break, because we're through in the Europa League anyway, and first and second doesn't make a difference about seeding. It'd be nice to win the group, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. So I might jump ahead a bit further to see if we can get to Nuremberg and just try and progress with the season, because I want to get this season and one more done before the game sort of has its cycle comes to an end and F20 comes out, and I'd like to have a bit of a break before the game comes out so I can work on some intros and so that I can get videos out as soon as the game comes out, ideally. So I think we will jump ahead to Nuremberg next time round. We'll have Sporting off camera. We have already faced them in a video this season, so we have faced everyone in a video. We're going to go ahead to Nuremberg next time and let's see if we can get to the winter break in a really good place, because that's where we are at the moment, in second place. Let's see if we can keep up with Bayern. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. And next time, yeah, Nuremberg. We are doing really, really well at the moment. Like I said, we've just lost 1 league game this season. So the Europa League's gone well. We've won that. We haven't won that, but we're through in that. Bundesliga's going amazingly as well. We're still in the German Cup. Things are going swimmingly at the moment, so let's see if we can keep him going. We've got a decent run of fixtures off camera, so we can try and get something in that. Mainz and Leipzig a bit more harder than the first 2, but let's see if we can retain our place in second, keep in those Champions League spots, and keep on going in the second part as well, in the second half. Don't know what that ending was. I'm going to end it there. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Goodbye.